From the front page of the Yonkers Statesman, September 27, 1916. Headline: Big Victory for Entente Allies. Between 3,000 and 4,000 prisoners were taken by the British in Monday's and Tuesday's fighting on the Somme front, according to General Haig's report. He reports the battle was conducted violently all day Tuesday over the whole front between the Somme and the Ancre, the British troops being successful everywhere in carrying out brilliant attacks. No rest is being given the Germans by the victorious Franco-British forces along the Somme front. The British capture of the long-resisting Thiepval stronghold, following closely upon the capture of Combles itself, was followed by a French stroke north of the Somme. Meanwhile, the military importance of the gains from the Thiepval to the Somme are expected by the Entente military observers to be made manifest by speedy and further inroads into German-held territory. Unofficial figures show the aggregate number of prisoners taken by the Franco-British forces during the Somme offensive from July 1st to date to number 60,000, with some 190 square miles of territory and 44 villages. Greece apparently is on the verge of entering the war with the Entente allies, King Constantine being reported to have consented to such action. The revolutionary movement is continuing in the island of Crete, where 4,000 Greek troops are said to have joined the rebellion. The capture of Combles with its great booty completed what is regarded by military experts as one of the most brilliantly executed operations of the summer campaign. Military observers declare that the fullness of the success proves that the Allies are incontestably masters of the situation. Headline: More troops going to border. National Guard organizations from New York, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, the District of Columbia, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, Connecticut, Florida, Michigan, Minnesota, Colorado, and California today were ordered to the Mexican border by the War Department. The New York Guardsmen to go to the border consist of the 3rd Regiment of Field Artillery. Headline: With examined school children. Dr. W.S. Coons, health officer, has called a meeting of all the physicians connected with the Bureau to be held Friday morning at 11 o'clock for the purpose of planning a personal examination of children who may attend the public and parochial schools on their reopening next Monday. It is probable that each physician will be assigned to 2 schools in order to expedite the examination. The plan is in line with the steps being taken to check the spread of infantile paralysis. It was announced at the Health Bureau office this morning that no further cases had been reported. Dr. Coons said today that, as the spread of the infantile paralysis disease has evidently been checked, he had authorized the raising of the ban against the admission of children under 12 years to the local theaters and other places of amusement. Headline: Sympathy strike a failure so far. This is the day set by union labor chiefs for a general suspension of work in all trades in New York City to aid the striking car employees. At one time, it was predicted that upwards of 600,000 trade unionists would stop work. But today the leaders estimated that about 200,000 men and women would respond to their call. Attempts to estimate the number of strikers were complicated by the fact that thousands of Jewish workers will remain idle over Thursday and Friday in celebration of the beginning of the Jewish New Year. Of 200,000 expected by the leaders to strike, 143,000 are members affiliated with the United Hebrew Trades who stop work each year at this time for the Jewish holidays. There is little evidence of a general strike in progress. The only report received at police headquarters was that 250 members of the Painters Union had refused to work. Shortly after noon, the labor union representatives claimed that workers numbering 125,000 had struck. And that's the news from Yonkers 100 years ago today.